Good morning, YouTube. How are we all today? So it is Tuesday, the 21st of January, and I figured I was going to do a whole my daily routine as a bodybuilder and an online coach, running a business, all that sort of stuff. So today I'm just going to take you through, how I fit everything in terms of what I need to do for my bodybuilding, for my prepping, as well as for my business, for my clients and everything like that, because I do think one of the most important aspects of having a successful prep and a successful business is time management and actually being able to stay organized. And something I will always say is organization is a choice. Like, you have a choice to sit down and plan out your days. You have a choice to be diligent with your time. And it is so important that you craft that skill if you want to be successful, I think, in anything, but especially in bodybuilding. You will have already seen this morning my morning routine, which is literally the same every single morning. So I wake up about 5:15, do my weigh-in, then I go downstairs, take my sups, my fat loss sups, have a coffee, do some reading, do some journaling, and then I do my check-in for Christian. So that takes me about 10 or 15 minutes, so that was about 6 a.m. So did my check-in, sent that across to him, and at the moment I currently check in with him twice a week, so on a Tuesday and then again on a Friday, just with a quick update. I just send him my pictures and my weight, just so he can keep an eye on me throughout the week. So today you'll have seen I was 156.6, which is up a little bit from the last 2 days where I was 155.8, and finally he has made adjustments. I have been gagging for him to pull my food down. I've been dying for it. So finally today he did, and he definitely came in with a big adjustment. So he took out 50 carb on both training days and non-training days, and he's added in a cardio session. So I'm now up to 5 30-minute cardio sessions a week. So I'm going to do my 5th cardio session on Thursday. So I'll do my cardio on Monday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, Saturday. So that's going to be how I plan all of that, because Tuesday mornings, because I'm doing check-ins, I don't really want to take the time away from it for now if I can get away with it. And then after that I was up at my desk by 6:15 and started working. So I really prioritize my morning time for work, especially because it's when I'm the most productive, it's when I can focus the best and I'm the most efficient. So one thing you will see is, I don't know if you see, but I don't look at my phone in the morning. Obviously I have to go on my phone to do my check-in. That's the only time that I look at my phone. I don't check social media, I don't check emails, and I don't even check my WhatsApp until I'm up at my desk. I think your morning time is so precious. It sets the tone for the day. And for me especially, if I start my morning in a nice, calm, relaxed state, do my reading and everything like that, and actually checking in with myself, I'm just a better person for it. If I start my day by looking at social media or checking my WhatsApp notifications, I just get stressed straight away, and nobody needs that. So highly encourage everybody, if you can, even if it's 10 minutes in the morning, actually take some time for yourself. So yeah, I'm up at the desk, I'm super productive. So between 6:15 and 9, I just blasted out check-ins. So I got 15 check-ins done in that time, and then now I'm just out on a walk. I'll have my meal one, and then I'll go and train, and then I will do the rest of my check-ins when I get home. So I'll probably have 8 or 10 to do. I just always split my days like this. I like to train at about 11 o'clock. I have a lot of clients, especially on a Tuesday, in Canada, the States, who they will check in a bit later in the day. So it means then I'm at the desk when their check-ins come in and I can get back to them as quickly as possible. So that's always my biggest priority work task on Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, is my check-ins. They are the most important thing for me to do, and I like to get them back to people as quickly as I can. And yeah, I can get through check-ins quick, and my check-ins are long, right? My check-ins are 8 to 12 minutes on average, the video that people get. So it's not like I'm giving them a 1-minute voice note check-in response. I take my time, but because I just don't look at my phone and the only thing I think about is check-ins, I can get through them really quick. So yeah, if you're a coach and it takes you an hour to do 2 check-ins, what are you doing? No offense. Okay, maybe you need it, but whatever. But anyway, so that's how I kind of structure my mornings and lay all of that out. And like I said, now I'm just getting my steps in, so I'll get about 6,000 steps on this walk, and then the rest of the day, usually get the rest of my steps in the evening time. So one thing I have done on this walk is just sat down and planned out my food for today. See, with my kind of new targets, oh my god, little doggy. Now that I have new targets, I kind of, to be fair, I thought he was going to make a change, so I'd already planned my food with a 25 carb reduction for today, but now I just took out an extra 25 carbs, which was really easy. So I don't think I'm even going to notice the food change, to be honest. Like my appetite the last few days has been super low, and I've been wanting to feel like I'm prepping. Like I want to feel hungry. I want to feel like, I don't know, you know what I mean? Definitely the last few days have been quite in my head as well, of just like, oh, I'm so small, I'm so fat. So I'm excited to hopefully see the scale start moving, start really seeing some changes. Like I know my body is so fucking responsive when it's pushed. And I know I'm hopefully going to see some big changes now over the next little while, hopefully. So that's the plan of action. So yeah, I'm just going to finish this walk. I'm already halfway through the walk, which is fucking great. Usually what I'll do is when I'm on my walk, I'll like respond to say like any training footage that's come in, or reply to clients if they've replied to their check-ins. That's kind of what I do in my walk. And then usually I'm on a walk with Shane. He was in the middle of a check-in and I wanted to go out on my walk, so I just came out. So I'll listen to a podcast now, but usually I'm with him and we just chat. And yeah, that's kind of what the morning routine looks like pretty much every morning. Obviously, if it's a cardio morning, I'll go and do my cardio at about 8:30. That's really the only difference. So anyway, I hope you guys are going to enjoy this video. I hope you'll learn something from it. I've already got some really nice comments on my last video about how the vlogs aren't boring and stuff. So thank you all so much. So I will keep them coming. Wow, this thing is twisting and turning. So of course, as always, please don't forget to subscribe to the channel. Give me a like, give me a comment, tell me that you love me, and follow me on social media at emma.curvin, and I will catch you later. Okay, we are back from the walk, which means it's breakfast time. Also, guys, can we appreciate I'm on the tightest hole of my waist trainer, which means hopefully not too long until I need to get the extra small, and then I'm literally going to be invisible. Like I'm going to turn to the side. It's going to be like, where's she gone? Where's she gone? Oh, she's so fucking skinny that you can't see her. But yes, so breakfast. What am I having? So the change that I've made for this meal, this is my pre-workout meal, is I've taken out the banana from this meal. So it's just going to be egg whites and tomatoes and a bagel with peanut butter and jam. So I will miss the banana. I do love bananas. We have so many now. Shane's gonna have to eat them. I don't know why I bought loads yesterday, but either way. So yeah, that's my meals for now. Or that's what my breakfast is gonna be. Sorry, I'm looking at what I have to get. I'm gonna have to go to the shop and get Rice Krispies now. But yeah, that's what my meals are gonna be. I'm gonna cook this, pre-workout, and then head to the gym. So I think I know I mentioned this when I was talking earlier, but for me, I really think that there's such a big complement between bodybuilding and running a business or being self-employed, because for me, my bodybuilding demands so much structure. You know, like I have to eat at certain times, train at certain times, do my cardio at certain times. And because of that, everything else I sort of have to also be incredibly structured with. I think the discipline that I've learned through the sport has what has allowed me to, you know, have a business and be busy and, you know, have a really high quality service, which is really important to me. Like my clients, actually, they are my priority before me. You know, like I'm more invested into their journeys than I am into mine. So I think using being busy as an excuse not to, you know, be the best coach you can be or not to be organized, I think it's a bit of a shitty excuse, to be honest. And I know loads of amazing coaches who are so well organized and they have such a high service and they're still amazing bodybuilders as well. And it does just all come down to, like I said, like just structuring out your days, right? Like sit down at the start of your weeks and plan out your weeks, plan out your tasks, you know, like for me, like I said, my morning is such a productive time that if I have big tasks to do, I do them all then. I always do my check-ins then. If it's, you know, later on in the week, it might be that I'm recording a podcast, or maybe I'm doing studying, or maybe I'm doing client setups and stuff like that. In the morning, I'll always sit down. You will have seen earlier me writing in the kind of diary that I have. So I'll write a little list of what I need to do. So like the tasks I need to do so that I can tick them off. And just so that I know that it all gets done, because it can get overwhelming if you know you have whatever, like 10, 12 tasks in a day to do, or however many it is. Sometimes it feels like it's a million. And so I just love writing shit down. I love writing shit down and I love ticking off. I will write down such pointless shit just so that I can tick it off when I do it. Even if I've already done it, I'll write it down and be like, oh yeah, I did that. So I think actually just taking 5 minutes to plan your week, you know, whether that's on a Sunday or the evening before. It just means then that you know what you're meant to be doing. And the thing with like planning your days and planning your weeks, it's not always going to go perfectly to plan. Like things come up, you know, I plan my week on a Sunday, but then I might end up having calls at random times, or I have to, you know, maybe I have to do something for the business that I wasn't expecting to do. That's okay. Like I can still navigate it. You know, you're never going to get everything done. That's not the point, but it's about having at least an idea of when you're most productive and when you can get all of your tasks complete for the day. So that's how I do it. It's really easy. Google Calendar and the Notes app and a diary, and you're flying. So okay, so breakfast. It's like I said, minus the banana, which that's like a difference that I'm not even gonna notice. And that's why I think like when you're kind of making changes to your plan, when you have your calories dropped and stuff, like don't overcomplicate it. Just remove things, right? Like if I get another 50 carb pulled, I'll probably just remove like the potato from my last meal. I'm still not like swapping things for like to have, you know, super high volume foods yet. I don't think I need that yet. I don't need that yet. I know I don't. I'll save all of that for like later on in the prep. But one thing I want to talk about is like your attitude towards changes when you're in a diet, because I actually think it's so fucking important. Like I used to be the person that if my coach pulled my calories, I'd get so like upset about it. I'd be emotional. I'd be like, oh no, like this is less food. Whereas now I'm like, fuck yes, I'm so excited because I'm going to make more progress, right? If I have less food and I'm doing more cardio, I'm going to be in more of a deficit. And at the end of the day, I want to get leaner quicker. So I'm more excited by the prospect of making progress than I am upset by having less food, because like food is whatever. And the thing is, you adapt. So in it, like I might be hungry for a few days and then in literally a week, I'm going to have adapted to this level of food and I'll be fucking fine. Like I'll be absolutely cruising. So like, I think how you respond to these things is really important in a prep. And like, look, I get it. Nobody wants to eat less and stuff. It would be great if you could prep on loads of food, but that's not really the reality for most people. And to me, I just want to get fucking shredded. I'm more excited to get shredded. I want to feel hungry. I want to feel all those feelings. So and eat this, and then I'm going to train, going to watch some sort of YouTube video, somebody training, something like that, and I'll catch you in the gym. After the gym, I have my pre-workout. So this is a scoop of pump. What one is it? Raw? I think it's the raw one. I got that when I was at home. Like third to half of a scoop of the HR Labs defib, because again, if I have too much caffeine, I just feel ill at the moment, which is so annoying. But also it's kind of nice not to be like ramming myself full of stimulants pre-workout. And I also have 5 grams of creatine in there. So the defib, the creatine, you can get both of those from Align Supplements discount code Emma10. And then other supplements I take, I forgot to film. I do omega-3s, Support Max, which is like a kind of liver and general health support for people who are running cycles, and any sort of like anabolics. So I'm taking that at the moment. And then I also had my Anavar pre-workout. Don't recommend that pre-workout. But anyway, and that's pretty much it. And then I also have my EAAs there. That is 10 grams of the Train by JP EAAs. Again, Train by JP EAAs, the Strom Support Max. You can get both those on Alliance Supplements. Okay, support me, please. Thank you. And yeah, I'm gonna go and train now, and this session actually doesn't take me that long because it's only like adductor, leg extension, leg press, Bulgarian split squat. Sometimes I do calves, but I probably won't today because I've done calves. I did them yesterday, and I think like doing them 3 days a week is plenty. And then I will do some posing, and when I'm in the gym I'll tell you about what happened to me the other day with the whole posing situation, because it was kind of funny. Anyway, okay, let's go train. Okay, we are stepping inside my comfort zone. This is the second time I've recorded this because I didn't press record the first time. Smart. It's giving shit female Sam Fila. So we'll see how long this lasts. I realise now literally nobody cares if I'm talking. You can't even hear me. I can barely hear me. I hope you can hear me. Anyway, started off this session with adductors. Always love adductors at the start of the leg day. Just gets you warmed up, gets you into nice ranges of motion at the hips. And everybody needs more adductors, especially me, especially in wellness. I need no fucking thigh gap. So the more adductor I can get, the better. I don't have like the closest together legs. I need more adductor basically. And one thing I noticed with that adductor is like it's really sticky. It's the prime adductor. So when you like try to add the 5-10 pound increments, it basically is so sticky. So I just went up to 1, which is so light on that stack, but really fucking heavy. Got 14, buzzing. And now we're on the leg extension. So just on my first set, 63.3 for 13. Main things with this, straps always. Seatbelt as well. It's just going to keep your hips in and stop you being pulled forward by the weight. I really like to think about scooping my heels out and just really going slow and making them as forward as you can. Make them fucking burn. That's how you get big legs. So let's go. So fucking heavy at the bottom. Look. So one thing I did mention was like, well, I mentioned it the first time and then stopped recording. Or I wasn't recording. Is I always start basically all my sessions with an isolation. Partly because your muscle has the ability to get into that shortened range earlier in a session versus later when it's fatigued. And most isolations are hardest in the contraction. So I want to be able to do good quality reps here. If I do this after split squats, leg presses and stuff, it's going to be harder for me, especially with this being so heavy in the length and range. It'll be really difficult. And I think a lot of people half-ass their isolations because they just do them later on in the session. Like, you're going to get some benefit, like specific stimulus to the muscle from doing them. So always at the start. Helps me warm up my knees as well. So I have old lady knees. That's what they don't tell you about getting older. You can no longer kneel down, especially my right knee. So one thing I'm actually going to do now is I'm going to 2 sets. I'm going to do 1 set with just my left leg. One thing I've noticed as I've gotten leaner, and I always do this, is my left quad is smaller. So it's probably a bit late to be implementing this. I should have done this in off season. But I'm just going to do a set just with my left leg failure. I've talked about recovery before. It's my right leg that doesn't recover as well. It's actually my knee gets sore. So I should be okay to just do the left leg. If it's not, I won't keep doing it. But I'm just going to do 1 set, single leg. Next on the menu, I have a leg press. This is the Watson leg press, which is fine. Now the only thing about it is the angle of the foot plate is like pretty fucking steep. So if you have shit ankle mobility, it's quite hard to get your feet down low. That's why I wear squat shoes, so I can get my feet low and make it more quad focused. It's very heavy, which I actually don't mind, because it means I don't have to put loads of plates on it. Like, I actually hate if I have to put like 6 plates aside on the leg press. It's not a fucking ego boost, it's a pain in the hole. So I would much rather, I think I do like 120 on this, so 60 aside. That's plenty. That's enough plates to load. This is like my main compound of the day. I did have pendulum squats in this session, but my knees couldn't pack it anymore. So train smart, not hard, especially in a prep. The goal is retain muscle. Right now I'd like to build it a little bit, but mostly retain. I'm not going to retain it if I get injured and I hurt myself. So yeah, I did 62.5 per side last week for 10. I'm going to do the same weight, try for 11 or 12. And then if that goes well, I'll bump it up next week. So we will just see. I'm just going to do my second warm-up set with 50. So I do a few reps at 40 each side, a few reps at 50 each side. I'll probably do 1 or 2 reps at 60 each side just to feel it, and then go into my working set. So you want to do the least amount of reps to get yourself acclimated to the weight, but you don't just want to go straight into your working set because that's like raw dogging it and you'll hurt yourself. I really feel like that sounds too like you went into my foot positioning on this leg, so it's pretty quad biased. It's still going to hit glutes. You're always going to hit glutes and quads on a leg press. It's just where you put your feet. It's going to dictate which of those muscles is being biased. So I do about like mid-platform, as low as I can get them without my heels lifting off, shoulder width apart, right? Shoulder width is going to engage the glutes more. You're never hitting your hamstrings on a leg press. If anyone ever tells you they feel their hamstrings on a leg press, they don't understand my muscle connection and they don't understand how the body works. But like I said, I'm going to do like 1 or 2 reps here, just to feel the weight. I'll do my working set. Main things here is actually get full depth. Don't fucking do half reps on a leg press. Better to use less weight and actually get full depth than do fucking 6 plates and get a shitty half rep. What's the point? Your ego, like, do you want to grow your muscles or do you want to grow your fucking ego? That was hard. I matched last week, 10 reps again. Won't regress everything. Well, I do feel like that set was better. I think last week I definitely, depth on some of the reps could have been better, so I'm pretty happy with that set. And my quads are fucking sore, so that's the main thing. Like, the amount of reps you do doesn't matter. Your body doesn't know what you did last week or this week. It just knows that it's done a hard fucking set. And that was a hard set. I can literally feel my quads cramping. The higher reps sets always suck. Oh my god. I think I just blacked out there. My legs. Oh, fuck me. The pain. It's always a race, you have to fucking race for yourself. The blood's get out of my comments. Final exercise, Bulgarian split squats on the Smith machine. So I feel like this workout probably seems so short, which it is pretty short, right? But it's 4 exercises that I get a lot of stimulus from and that I can train to really high intensity. And if you're actually doing that, like if the quality of your work is good, you don't need to be doing 6, 7, 8, 9 exercises in a workout. Sometimes less is more. None of these moves are redundant. You know, I'm not doing a split squat and then a lunge or things that are very similar. Like they're all very distinct. This is going to be a bit more glute bias. The leg press is more quad bias. So I used to do these with a dumbbell, loaded contralaterally. So left leg forward, holding it in the right hand. I was doing that for a solid year, I would say. The only reason I swapped is when I dropped that plate on my foot back in September, October, I had to modify my training a bit because my foot was really fucking sore, and I just found I couldn't do the dumbbell. It was too much pressure through my foot. So actually doing it on the Smith machine is more comfortable. And then I just really liked them, so I just stuck with them. You know, I think I never changed my split, like very rarely. I think it's changed once the whole time I've even been persistent in the last 2 years. But sometimes I'll change exercises if one is just getting a bit stale after months and months, and I progress it for as long as I can. And I think that's the way to go about it. Like, you don't need to change your whole workout program just because you find one exercise is kind of plateauing. Just reset it, change the variation, change the tempo, do something. But yeah, so I feed here, front foot is elevated, so I can get a nice deep stretch at the bottom. Keeping that front shin vertical to keep it more glute biased. And yeah, just going until my arse starts screaming, basically. So I just progress this up to 17.5 per side. So, you know, it's not too bad. So let's get into it. That fucking hurts. Okay, hopefully you can see my face. I'm doing my second leg now, which reminds me of a really important point. I have just rested for about 2 or 3 minutes between legs. Treat each leg you do in a unilateral leg exercise as a separate set. So I do my first set on my left leg, rest, do my second set on my right leg, rest, repeat. Don't just jump straight from one into the other, because you won't be able to get the same reps on the second leg if you're actually taking that first leg to failure. So I always give out to clients for this: if they just jump straight from one leg to the other, rest. They're separate sets, okay? They suck in a good way. I'm definitely stronger with my right leg, so I could easily do like probably 15 or 16 on that leg, but my right leg is bigger and I don't want it to keep getting bigger. So whenever you do a unilateral leg exercise, you've got one leg weaker than the other, do the weaker leg first and then just match the reps with the stronger leg. Don't do more reps in the stronger leg because you're just going to keep widening the gap of that weakness versus that strength. Just one set left and then I'm done. I tell you, it looks like a simple workout, but fuck me, hooped. And then I have to go and pose, and posing after training quads is so hard. All right, so that's the session done. I did actually do some abs at the end, just some lying leg raises. I just throw them in sometimes when I'm in a deficit. Nothing weighted, because I don't really want my abs to grow. But I just feel like, I don't know, I feel like it tightens them up. That makes no sense, by the way, but it just makes me feel mentally good. So I'm in the posing room, but I had a bit of a meltdown the other day. So basically, you've probably seen this room before in my videos, but it was completely empty. Like the whole thing was just completely empty. No one was ever down here because I did classes in here. And then the other day, Shane was like, oh, did you see they put loads of machines in that room downstairs? And I was like, they did what? So I came in on Sunday, and I'll show you in a sec, and there was loads of machines. And I came down and first of all, I had a shit session because I hadn't slept the night before very well. So I was just feeling crap in myself. And I was like on the verge of tears the whole session, so dramatic, just because I didn't sleep. And I came down and I saw that all these people were in here and I couldn't pose. And I literally walked upstairs and was like to Shane, I was like, I'll just wait for you. And I sat down outside and I started crying, like fully bawling. So unnecessary. But like, you know, when you're just emotionally unresilient, that's how I was feeling that day. I knew it was stupid when it was happening. I was like, why are you crying? Like, it's fine. You can practice somewhere else, or I can still practice in here. Yesterday there was one person in here, so I was like, fine, it's fine, I'll practice in here. But yeah, I'll show you what it's like now. So you can see they've just got like, can you see? Just different, it's like glute machines, but yeah, I'm kind of laughing at myself the other day. It was funny, it was over dramatic. But look, are you even on prep if you don't at least cry multiple times in the gym for no reason? I also think it was the moon. I think the moon was doing bits last week. Okay, I'm going to practice now. Just do a few rounds and then get home and get back to work. All right, so it is 1:37, just back from the gym. So I'm gonna eat my post-workout meal, which is shake, 100 grams of banana, 95 grams of cereal. So removing the banana from my pre-workout and then bringing these down slightly, that's removing my 50 carb. So that's macros hit for the day. Nothing else is really gonna change. That's pretty much it. So I'm gonna eat this now and then I'll be back up at the desk by 2 o'clock. I actually got so fucking held up because when I got, I got to the gym at 11 and there was literally nowhere to park, and I was driving around for ages. So it took me like 20 minutes to find somewhere to park. So that kind of like held me back. So I should have been home a little bit earlier, but I'll be back at the desk for 2 o'clock, finish off my remaining check-ins. Like I said, a lot of my American And Canadian clients will check in now in the next hour or two. I've had 1 or 2 of them message me already. And I think I have, let me see. So yeah, I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 check-ins to do here anyway. And then I'll probably have another like 3 or 4. I do like between 20 and 25 check-ins a day. So I'm going to do that. And then at 3 o'clock, I actually have, is it at 3? At 3 o'clock, I have a call, no, 3:30. I have a call with my accountant to talk business stuff. So I'll finish all my check-ins in that time, in the hour and a half, have my call with my accountant, and then I will get on to meal 4. And then the rest of the day, I've got a few other things to do. I've got a few things on my list. So I'll take you through once we get those done. But main priority, as always, is check-ins, and then all the other stuff will get done. Check-ins pretty much done. I think that's like what, 23, so I might have 1 more to come in, and then that's check-ins done for the day. So next thing I have now, it's 28 minutes past 3. I have a call with my accountant now. I think it's either my accountant or a finance person, I don't know. I'm shit at like finance stuff, and anything to do with that I just kind of ignore it, and I'm like, whatever, put the money in my account. I don't know what to do with it. So I just emailed them and was like, I need help. I want this year to be the year I become financially literate and like do stuff with my money and everything like that, which I know a lot of people don't talk about money. I don't like to talk about money in depth, but like this is part of being a business owner, right? I don't just like get paid a salary and keep it all. I obviously have my business account and stuff like that. So I just wanted to have a call to talk about all of that sort of stuff. And I feel like a complete idiot whenever I talk to people about finance, because I'm just like, I don't know. I'm just a girl. I am literally just a girl. But hopefully I'm going to leave this. I've had a few calls with a few financial people, and every time I'm just like, what did you just say? So yeah, we're going to have this call. I'm going to eat my next meal, and then I've got a few work tasks to finish up, and then steps and all that sort of stuff for the rest of the day. And that will be it. Okay, I'm going to join this now. Join the Zoom. Clock into the Zoom. And hopefully not feel like a complete and utter tit. Okay, never mind. That call is actually next Tuesday. It's for next Tuesday, the 28th. I'm such a fucking idiot. So I'm just going to go ahead and change it in my calendar. My accountant emailed me and was like, did you just join the call? It's not until next week. I was like, oh, yeah, there it is on my calendar for next Tuesday. I'm such a fucking idiot. So, okay, well, that's one thing to take off my list. Anyway. Oh, I'd lose my head if it wasn't attached to my body. Right, okay, so now what I'm just going to do is I'm going to quickly, I have a new client to set up. Well, I've already got her setup done. So I'm just going to make her meal plan for her. And then I'll have my last meal, not my last meal, my third meal. And then I'm going to do her onboarding video and do whatever other tasks that I have. So I suppose that saved me an hour today, which isn't the worst thing ever, but I'm such a tit. Does anybody else do shit like that? I'm sure everybody else does. Oh, that's happened to me before in a financial meeting. I like joined it because I thought it was one day, and then I looked and it was actually like 3 months in the future, and I was like, how did I book it for 3 months in the future? Oh, anyway, silly Emma. Ah! Fly. Do you see that? Do you see how fast I am? Very fast, very demure. Shut up. Meal. This meal isn't changing. Veggies, pineapple, chicken, almond butter, kimchi, teriyaki sauce. So I am going to eat this now. So I basically use my meal times as my breaks from work. So I like to, obviously my morning work block is sort of my longest one. It's like 2.5, 3 hours. And then after meal 2, I need to plug in my laptop. After meal 2, it might be like a 2-hour work block, and then I'll have another 2-hour work block. So that's enough time for me to get all of my tasks done. So yeah, I just have a few things to do now after this, and then I will either go and do my steps before dinner or after dinner. It just depends on what time I get all my work done. It is getting brighter in the evening, so I could probably do them after dinner, but I kind of like it when it's still like a little bit sunny out. So we shall see. So I'm gonna eat this, watch something, and get back to work. And we are back at the desk. So it's 4:15. That was quick. One of the beauties of being on prep is your meals are kind of small, so they don't take long to cook and they don't take long to eat. And I don't like dick about and waste time. I want to get back up to the computer as quick as I can and get my final few tasks done. So what I have to do now is do this client's onboarding video and send it across to her. Then I have another client who she was just struggling a little bit with meal inspiration, so I'm going to make her a sample meal plan. I have to do a check-in for my business coach. I have to do my update for the Limitless Flow Posing Forum. So every week I post my check-ins up there with like a full breakdown of everything that's happening. And I also have to make an Instagram post. And then if I have time, I have a YouTube video that I'm currently editing. It's the one you'll have seen the other day about bodybuilding. So I'm just in the process. It's mostly edited. I just have to like add clips to it. And yeah, so power hour and a half, get all this done, and then go out on a walk. One thing that I usually do, I have my phone here. I'm going to throw it across onto the bed so I don't pick it up. I'm very good about like, I don't keep my phone in the room, because if my phone's in the room, I'm going to fucking look at it, which is what most people do. So that's kind of how I stay productive, is I don't let anything distract me. I'll go on the phone when I'm doing all of these tasks to get that Instagram post ready. And aside from that, we have like a group coaching at the moment, so I just have to like go in the group, answer any questions, but I usually just do that throughout the day. And yeah, just like respond to messages and stuff. So that's what my days tend to look like, especially like my check-in days. It's very like heavy focused on just client work, which is obviously the main part of my job and my business. I do most of my check-ins Monday, Tuesday, Wednesdays. I do all the Monday, Tuesday, Wednesdays. I just like it. I would rather do 3 fucking long days of check-ins and then have the rest of the week to do other work that's like on the business rather than in the business. So like content, like developing like different things for clients, doing YouTube videos, planning my podcast, recording my podcast, studying, anything like that. I like to do that at the end of the week. So I do tend to feel a little bit like fucked by Thursday morning, because like it's a lot to do like 20 to 25 check-ins a day, but I'd rather do that. It also just makes travel easier and stuff, because we can like travel at the weekends. Usually as we get into like shoot and show season, most of my clients will check in multiple times throughout the week. So Thursdays, Saturdays, I'll still have like check-ins to do, but like they're like more mini check-ins and mini updates, whereas these are like the heavy check-ins, like the proper check-ins, the looms and everything like that. So that's kind of what my weeks look like, or my days look like. So yeah, I'm not going to wrap up the video here. We've still got some of the day to go through. I think I'm actually going to keep this video to just like one day. I'm going to see how much footage I have, because I was thinking I could do tomorrow's like daily routine of a rest day, but it might be a lot. And I know you guys said you like the long videos, but an hour? Really? We'll see. I can always do another rest day routine in the life. Okay, gonna get to work. I've charged the camera. Alright, so we're out on another walk. I had about 3,500 steps to do to bring me to my 12k, so that's how I kind of break up my steps. Big amount of steps in the morning, another walk in the evening, accumulate the rest throughout the day. I've been spending this walk replying to clients, listening to voice notes, and also getting an Instagram post ready to post. So, you know, multitasking queen, as they say. I can't get over how bright it is. Literally, it makes life so much better when it's bright in the evening time. So that's kind of like my work done for the day, I guess you could say. So it's 6:15. So obviously I train in the middle of the day, but you know, I start work at about 6 a.m. Usually finish up at about 6 p.m. and that's me done. And I do try and relax then. So yeah, once I get home, I'm gonna have my dinner, steak and potatoes. I'm excited for it. I have to say, like, have not noticed food decrease at all. Like at all. Tomorrow will be different though. Rest day will be different, but I'll catch you guys back at home, because this microphone battery is about to die. Dinner time hasn't changed. This is kind of when I start to like switch off a little bit. Like I'll still be on my phone, you know. I kind of look at my phone and I kind of reply to clients until like 8 p.m.
you know, I sometimes say I shouldn't do that and I should have more boundaries, but like I'm just sitting there on my phone. Unless someone sends me like 10 form videos, that's going to wait for the morning. But if it's a quick message that I can reply to, I'll usually reply to it. But yeah, this is when I'll start to like watch Netflix or Disney Plus. I'm currently watching Only Murders in the Building. And like I'll just like dick around, go on TikTok. Like I'm not gonna pretend that I work every hour of the day. Of course I fucking don't. Nobody can. But I think for me, like the way I'm able to like just get everything done is I know exactly what I'm doing and when I'm doing it, and I'm very good at keeping a schedule. Like I get up at a certain time, I go for a walk at a certain time, and that's just what allows me to like fit it all in. I make lists, I make sure that I have my highest priority tasks done. And yeah, I kind of said this at the start of the video, but being organized is a choice. Like it is, and especially when you're self-employed, it's very easy to just do whatever you want and not have much structure in the day, and that's when you end up stressed because you're not getting everything that you need to get done. And like I said, I think bodybuilding and running a business, they kind of complement each other because I have to be structured for both. So anyway, I'm gonna enjoy this. Quite hungry now, and I'll probably catch you when it's near bedtime. I actually told a lie when I said that I was finished work. I forgot that I had to review some slides for, we have a group call tomorrow for our group coaching. So one of my coaches who works for me, she just had done her presentation, so she just wanted me to go over them, tidy them up a little bit. So I did do that, which didn't take me too long. So it is now 20 to 8. The picture is back again. And I'm just having my last meal, Greek yogurt, 50 grams of strawberries and some peanut butter. The trick is to like chop up the strawberries super small, and then they mix in really well, so it's delicious, and then drizzle the peanut butter on top. Oh, I look forward to this so much every fucking night. This is my breakfast. Love it. So I think I'm gonna wrap up the video here because I feel like it's gonna be pretty long and we don't need 2 whole full days. So what I've just done in the last few minutes is just plan out my day for tomorrow, because tomorrow is obviously a rest day. I have a call with my business mentor. We're actually going to our wedding planner for the first time, so that's going to be exciting. And then I have the call at 8 p.m. for the group, and then around that, cardio, pose, check-ins for clients. So it's going to be a busy rest day, which is good. I said this in my last video, being busy, best hack for dieting. So don't even notice it. Today's been easy. Literally didn't even notice that I was on less food. So I'm just excited. It'll be interesting to see what my weight is tomorrow. Hopefully she goes down. But yes, I'm going to finish watching this, and now I'm actually going to chill for the rest of the evening, and I will catch you guys in the next one. So thank you so much for watching. I hope you've enjoyed this, kind of getting a bit of an insight into how my days look. Not every day looks exactly like this. Like I said, this is like a heavy check-in day, but this is what most of my days look like. I spend a lot of time sitting at a desk, eating, doing bodybuilding stuff. That's it. It's pretty boring, but I love it. It's my favorite thing ever. So yeah, please don't forget to subscribe to my channel. It makes me feel so good about myself, and it gives me the external validation that I need. Like, comment, tell me what you want to see, and yes, I will catch you in the next video.